Tiffany here with the Peterborough Chamber of Commerce, and I am joined today by two IT professionals. Jessica and Ed from MicroAge Peterborough-Whitby have joined me today for Chamber Live. I kind of wanted to sit down and chat with you a little bit, kind of figure out maybe some new things coming down the pipeline, but we're going to get into that. First things first, welcome Jessica and Ed. How are you today?
Doing well. Very excited to be here, especially since it's Cybersecurity Month.
I was thinking that. How perfect is that? October, Cybersecurity Month. We might as well talk security and things that we can do to help business, even some tips for personal use too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And a lot of it can be transferable to personal as well.
Perfect. So what does MicroAge do? What services do you have?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because a lot of people think that we are just managed services. And while that is a huge part of the business, we also do consulting, procurement, and deployment services as well. So hardware, software supplies, pretty much anything IT related, we can do.
Excellent. So from equipment to getting things fixed to my internet isn't working, we can lean on MicroAge.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we've at our location, we have over 200 years worth of experience. So our guys really know their stuff.
Wow. Yeah. Really strong team. I've definitely leaned on the MicroAge team, especially during this pandemic. It's kind of nice to have you in our corner. So who are your customers? Who are you helping? Are you helping all of us at home? Are you helping me in business?
Well, that's an easy one. If we do business to business sales and services, so consumer wise, we can't help you out there. But yeah, we do business to business, and pretty much if you've got a business and you've got a computer, we've got a solution for you. So whether you're a really small operation of just a few people or you're a larger corporation, we can help out. We've got a managed service solution that can fit everyone.
Especially with the pivot for people working at home, right? There seems to be some holes in security. I hate to say it.
It's very true. Since the beginning of COVID, cybercrime has gone up over 300%.
It's just wild. So is there, you're all in the tech area, you know, kind of what's coming down, what's going to be popular, what's going to work for businesses. Can you share with us what you've seen kind of coming down from tech? What are some cool things we should know about or some handy things that we should be using?
Yeah. Well, I'll speak around that. So with speaking with Cybersecurity Month, we'll just talk about the new items that are coming down, or not so new, but things that become more standard for everybody. That used to be enterprise level, but now it's falling down to just the small, medium business, and even some home users, depending if you're working there. So security should be looked at as a proactive approach. You should have layers of security around all levels. So whether you start with having dark web scanning just to make sure that your username, credentials, information isn't being stolen, right down to the top layer of your firewall, trying to keep the bad guys out from getting into your systems, to the EDR, which is the next generation antivirus on each endpoint. And even more important is the business continuance. So backups aren't really as good as what they should have been. But now they are. So now we're looking more for business continuance. How do I get my systems? How do I get my systems, computers, people, servers up and running as fast as we possibly can? Because downtime is downtime. And it used to be that we would look at disasters in the industry as being a fire, a flood, more recently a pandemic. But now strongly tied into that is cybersecurity. So that is a disaster. If you're breached, you're breached. And I just want to tell people about the misconceptions really that everybody has. I'm a small business. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about my data. Actually, only a very small fraction of all the cyber breaches out there are targeted attacks. They don't care if you only have 2 people, 200 people. They don't care whether you sell purses or you sell computers. All they're looking for is your data. They're looking for your credentials for identity theft. And they're looking to ransom you, to actually get money out of you and steal your data to sell on the dark web. I don't know how many trillions a year. What is it? Up to $3 or $4 trillion business It's crazy. So it doesn't matter, again, whether you have a 2-person office, the security that you need still apply. So the main new things that we're talking about is business continuance and backup. So what that does is it'll back up your systems and your computers to a device that's on site, so you can easily recover from if something happens. If the server has a major breach and you need to bring it out and take it away, then we can turn on your servers, which would be virtual servers at that point in time, on this device and have you up and running in about under a half hour. But that also depends on whether all your systems were hit. That takes a lot longer because now you have to remediate every system, every computer. And then there's also a copy of that to the cloud. So if something major happened, that your whole environment was down, we can have you up and running in the cloud in a very short period of time. Because we know downtime equals money. And more importantly, if you don't have these in place, your reputation is out there as well. Just imagine if you read in the paper that your data was leaked outside, your reputation is shot. So you really have to be up on it. And business continuance is a huge thing. If everything else fails, at least you know you can recover. That's the biggest thing. Second biggest thing that people usually don't do is your next generation antivirus. So we went through all of our clients. We basically told them that this is what you need to do. And there's a couple of stragglers out there, and if you're listening, you know who you are.
We see you.
We will be contacting you and making sure that that's done. So the standard antivirus just isn't good anymore. I'm not going to say it's not good. It's not the best that you can have out there. Having the options to roll back after a ransomware, having the options of having the AI and behavioral, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the behavioral engines, just to notice that something is different than how you do your day-to-day business is huge. And that's in the new endpoint detection and response, the next generation antiviruses.
Wow. That it sounds super scary, and that's where cyber insurance comes into play. That can help you bounce back from the financial hardship that can come from a cyber attack. So if you haven't heard about cyber insurance, definitely reach out to your insurance providers, see if they offer it.
And just another word, sorry, Tiffany, if I cut you off, but another thing about cyber insurance is cyber insurance 5 years ago is not the same as cyber insurance today. You would fill out a 1-page document saying that, yes, I have a firewall and I have a backup. Now they're up to 20-page documents, making sure that they know every little thing that you're doing in order to help prevent, because there never is 100%, but help prevent any risks that you may incur. And I get baffled by some of the questions, so it gets pretty intense. And it's something that you definitely should have. And please, 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 when you're talking about cyber insurance, understand when they won't pay you opposed to when they will.
Interesting. So probably a good idea to set up a relationship with someone like MicroAge, right? So you can get the advice, get the proper things in place to make sure that if something happens, it's not the disaster that it could be. Correct.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So it is wildly uncomfortable talking about security breaches, especially when it comes to cyber attacks. I'm hot. It is. It's so stressful just hearing about it. So it's really nice to know that we've got leaders in the community we can kind of lean on to teach us things like about a human firewall. So I know about a human firewall because, of course, I've had some training with MicroAge, but probably a good question for our friends watching. What is a human firewall, Jess?
That's an excellent question. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have heard us talking about it. It's a little bit of a buzzword now. And it is exactly as it sounds. It's a human that is your firewall, because your team, your employees, your staff play a huge role in keeping your business secure. They're the ones opening emails, clicking on links, opening attachments, and a large number, I think over half of breaches come through phishing and people just mistakenly opening something, going to a website, just doing something by mistake.
Yeah, and they get real sneaky.
Very sneaky, yes. So you want to make sure that your whole team, not just the decision makers, understand their role in keeping your business secure. And just telling them that isn't really effective, but there are training available. We actually offer cybersecurity awareness training. So we would connect with decision makers, put together a plan, send it all out on the down low, just so it's effective training, and we can see who's clicking, who's not clicking, and give the appropriate training.
Yes, because it's not about getting people in trouble. It's about getting them the tools to make sure that they're acting and making, you know, those clever decisions, and knowing when someone's being a trickster in your inbox, or with a fake link, or with a fake invoice.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And, you know, unfortunately for the end user, a lot of them don't understand that one wrong click can actually potentially cost their company millions.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that. And,
No.
and again, nobody, you know, is doing that on purpose. It's all by mistake, or it's just that they don't know. So, you know, being paranoid is true. And I know Jessica did say that over 50%. I actually think the new numbers as of last month was 90% through email.
Wow. It's wild. And you see it even in Messenger and personal messages too, playing games. So really great. If I wanted to bring your team in to help teach my team about phishing emails, kind of teach them about what they can do to help protect my business, but I also need help. How do I reach out to the MicroAge team? I just need help in general.
Absolutely. So you can reach out to us, just give us a call. You'll get connected with our lovely Rainey, who would disperse the call accordingly. And you would get connected with a technician or our service manager or someone in sales, depending upon exactly what she needs. If you are not a phone call type of person, you can reach out to us through our contact form on our website. So there's lots and lots of ways to engage with us. We also offer complimentary consultations to anyone that reaches out to us.
Perfect. So maybe I have a current system in place. Maybe I'm questioning maybe how strong it is, what's actually protected. We can give you a call, have a complimentary consultation. Awesome. Love to sit down with experts. I like to source things out to people that are experts that I'm not an expert in.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right?
And it's impossible to be an expert in everything.
It is.
For those that may have been scared by the things that we've been talking about, we do actually have a phishing related webinar coming up this week, Thursday, October 7th at 1:15. I highly recommend that everyone in the office, in every office, attend it, because it's a great starting point to learn about phishing and what to look for.
Awesome. Hold a viewing party for your staff, check it out. And of course, like with the IT services, with the management services, with everything that you do, it doesn't just end with services. Your education, provide knowledge, getting people the proper tools to kind of help make decisions, help move things forward in a good protected way. So I want to follow you on social media because you share tips and tricks, you share advice I can benefit from. Where am I going to find the MicroAge Peterborough-Whitby team?
We are all over. We are on LinkedIn. We are on Facebook. We've got a blog on our website. Of course, we have our newsletter as well, which is sent out monthly. So if you want to keep up to date on anything new that's happening in technology, what webinars we have coming up, definitely connect with us on our website. You can connect to all of our social media on there and sign up for our newsletter.
Perfect. Subscribe, highly recommend. No funny business from the MicroAge team, of course. Ed, Jessica, I'm grateful. Thank you so much, especially Cybersecurity Month. It's important that we have these conversations, that we share the information. Sometimes I feel like people maybe suffer silently inside because they're not too sure what to do. And it's like a freeze kind of moment. So to be able to know that we have neighbors in PTBO, we can reach out to help us out. And one more time, what was your website again?
That is microageptbo.com or microagepw.com.
One more thing, Tiffany, that I just want to add to people who are listening. So cybersecurity right now, and I want to be 100% serious so people understand, cybersecurity right now isn't a choice. Should I actually protect myself or should I not? Do I need to? It has become every business owner, every CIO, it's become their responsibility. And if they're not concerned about the responsibility just for them, you're also looking at your responsibility towards your employees. and your clients. It is their information that will be leaked as well as yours. So it's a very serious thing. It is not an option anymore.
No, not at all. It's like locking your front door when you leave, right?
Absolutely.
You want to make sure you're locking up your computers and your servers and things are uptight, right? You get security for your physical business. You got to get your online business with the strongest security possible. Thank you so much. Really great information today, Ed and Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Have a great day, everyone. See you later.
You too.
Happy Cybersecurity Month.